Welcome to another day of rudiment of music in grade 3, and this is lesson 4. But before that, just to remind you of our previous class, you learned about ledger lines that are two or more above the treble and bass staves, and the use of octaves in the course of performing music pieces. Today, you shall be learning transposition at octave from treble clef to bass clef and vice versa. I am Adeleke David, your facilitator. Journey with me as we go on now. In the course of this class, you shall be learning the meaning and concept of transposition, know the various methods of transposition, and you should be able to transpose a music extract from one clef to the other. These are the learning objectives of this lesson today. Quickly, let's jump on what transposition in music means. It's actually a process of changing the pitch of a piece of music while keeping the same relationships between the notes. What do we mean by pitch in music? Pitch means the degree of high or low of a sound. For example, the pitch of my voice now, you won't say is very high. I'm speaking maybe at a moderate pitch. But if I have to speak, oh, you could say that that pitch is high. It's different from when I say, oh, that is low, right? That's actually so the degree of how high or low of a sound is, that is what is called a pitch. Okay. Now, in the other side of this transposition, you must keep the relationships between the notes together. The change in the pitch must not affect the relationships between the note. For example, if I say do, re, mi, fa, so, now it's different from do, re, mi, fa, so, isn't it? You discover that as if in the first one I sang, I'm having like a 2-beat note. Do, re, mi, fa, so. It's different from when I sing do, re, mi, fa, so. In the second example, I've changed it to what? One beats. Or do, re, mi, fa, so. I'm changing it to maybe half beat, as the case may be. The relationship, if it is a 2-beat note, by the time you are transposing to the other pitch, that note must still maintain its original value. Nothing must change it. Is that okay? So the relationships between the notes, where a rest occurs, it must still be observed when you are transposing. The only thing that is changing in your transposition is what? The pitch. The relationships between the notes must not change. Now, the concept of transposition makes music performance easy for both composers, singers, and what? Music players. Yeah, how does this help? For example, if you are a music player, maybe you play an instrument, and this instrument is not a concert instrument. What do I mean by concert instrument? Those are instruments that play the right key of a particular music. there are some instruments that are transposing instruments. For example, clarinets, saxophone, trumpets, like that. We have the uh, A B flat clarinet. There is the A flat clarinet. There is the B flat trumpet. Trombone is also, we have the B flat trumpet. We have the E flat saxophone, B flat saxophone, and on like that. All these instruments, they don't play on the concert key. What do I mean by concert key? For example, a music is written on F major. That's the concert key of that music. So if we're going to sing, as singers, we are all going to sing on F major. If a violin is going to play, a violin is going to play on F major. A keyboard is going to play on F major. But if a trumpet is going to play that same music, because trumpet is a transposing instrument, it will not play on F major. It will play on a different key that matches what the concert key of that music. So if you are playing on trumpet, a trumpet is most trumpets we have them on B flat trumpet instruments. It means that it will be playing a tone higher, meaning from F to G is a tone. So if we are playing on F major or singing on F major, the trumpet will have to play on G major for it to be able to produce the same sound. But if the trumpet plays on F major itself, it means that there will be what? Um, Off key. There will be an off key. Is that okay? It means that we are not singing on the same key. But in the case of transposition, the transposition will help a trumpeter to play the corresponding key or of the concert key, and so on and so forth. I hope we now understand when you hear transposing instruments. It means that those instruments you need to find their own suitable key in line with the key of the music to be performed. Is that okay? Also, it can happen when you're writing um, the four parts of music on their respective staves. I hope you know that there is an alto stave, there is the tenor stave. So, but in this age, they hardly use those clefs, but we still have them as part of music. Also, it helps in writing music pieces comfortably for transposing instrument, like I've said. So if you are writing, you want to write a music for transposing instruments like trumpets, like clarinets, like um, trombone, horn, euphonium, and so on. Transposition helps in writing the music comfortably. All right, so let's move on. Let's look at the types of transposition. We have the clef to clef transposition and the key to key transposition. Now, the clef to clef transposition allows composer to rewrite a music piece from the treble stave to the bass stave and vice versa. Now, this kind of transposition is also known as what? Octave transposition. In your previous class, in the course of learning uh, ledger lines two or more above and below the stave, we talked about octave, right? Now, whenever you're writing an octave lower, that is called clef to clef transposition. And it's you can write it from either the bass stave to the treble stave or treble stave to the bass stave. So you are just writing the same music on another stave without you altering the relationships between the notes. Move on to the next one, the key-to-key transposition. This allows music to be performed or rewritten from one major key to another major key, or from a minor key to another minor key. Now, this is where we have a change of key or keys in music. And this type of transposition is also known as modulation, as the case may be. For example, where I want to sing to glory, honor, power, majesty be unto Christ our Lord. Glory, honor, power, and majesty be unto Christ our Lord. Glory, honor, power, and majesty be unto Christ our Lord. You can see that I've changed the key 2 times in the course of singing. The relationship between the notes did not change. The only thing that changed was just the key. I changed from one key to the other, from the second key to the third key. So simply known as modulation. But in the focus of this is not on the key-to-key transposition. It's just basically on what? Clef-to-clef transposition. All right, let's take a look at this example. Take a look at this example. We could see transpose this extract from treble clef to the bass clef. I think you should have an idea of this. Like I did explain before, when you're writing this, it means that you're using what? You are writing it on the other stave. Okay? Transpose this from the treble clef to the bass clef. This is D. It means that you need to look for a note that bears this on the what? On the bass clef. You cannot what? Bring it down here to this, because this will be 2 octaves down. But rather, sorry, there is an error in this. Okay, this is A. Oh, no, sorry, C, E, G, B, G. Correct. There is no error. Sorry. Sorry for that. So this is, you are rewriting this on the bass stave, like we did in our previous class. Then, like I told you, that it's just octave down. When you are writing from treble clef to bass clef, is always known as an octave. Then let's look at this other example. All right, look at this as well. You are writing this extract from the bass stave to the treble stave. You can see that this is G. This G now, G is in the space. You can see that this is also G. This is A on the line. This is A. So when you are rewriting it on the bass treble clef or stave, it will require you to what? Use ledger lines, just like we had it in this example as well. So you are just doing octave uh, writing of an extract from one stave to the other. So that's what the whole essence of this transposition is. So you can see this example as well, that where you have the notes on the line, it must fall on the line on the other stave. Where you have it in the space, it must fall in the space on the other stave, so that it will make it exactly what uh an octave writing. So that'll be all for today. It's just a very short class. Our assessment for the week will be on page 10, and it's question 1 and 2. If you